Welcome again to the Truvisionaries 2026. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by my friend Tyann. Tyann, congratulations on your inclusion.
Thank you, Leo. I was really excited and absolutely honored when I got the email.
Well, it's truly deserved. I think you're wonderful. I think everything you do is wonderful. Everything you do for the industry is wonderful. So thank you so much. Today, we're going to ask you 3 rapid fire questions. So let's get right into it. Tyann, tell me, how and why did you get started in the short-term rental industry?
I got started way back when it was pre-Airbnb, when people mailed checks and actual inked contracts to stay at a vacation rental, where we advertised on Craigslist, not just Facebook, because Facebook was just getting started at that time. So we're talking 2007. My family had started getting into it down at Table Rock Lake, Branson, Missouri area. And my aunt had decided to move all of her personal furniture down there as she bought the largest vacation rental property available at the lake that she could do at 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Well, my parents saw that. It's like, hey, this might be a good deal. And they started selling their commercial buildings to buy and build down there. So their first purchase was 2 5-bedroom houses. So then my aunt's like, well, wait a second. And so she decided to build another 4-bedroom. And then my parents like, well, fine, we're going to build a 6 and a 7-bedroom in the same neighborhood. And at that time, being very young and I was pregnant with my 3rd son, we decided to go ahead and do this small investment as well and take this risk. So I built a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom house and to sleep 14 people. So I was one of 12 properties at that time that slept 14 or more people. So if you were coming to Table Rock Lake, Branson, Missouri, around 2007-8, you were probably going to be staying with one of my families because there was only 12 homes at that time. Fast forward to now, we're looking at, over 800 homes that sleep 14 or more people.
So it really is a family affair for you, isn't it? So you've all kind of helped and advised each other along the way, I suppose.
We have. So I'm direct competition with my parents and 2 of my brothers and my sister, besides my aunt and uncle as well. And that's owning and managing in 2 different markets too. So it's truly a family affair, but what has that created is our own little network of supporting each other and collaborating with each other and doing that reality sanity check at the holiday dinners. And everybody understands when you get a phone call from a guest, you need to take care of it. So we've had that community from the very beginning. So I think it's just amazing that finally the industry is moving more and more towards that community and supporting one another in that same way.
I love that. Well, look, given your understanding of the short-term rental industry, I'm really interested to hear what you say about this. What do you think is the one thing most hosts are not doing that they should start doing today?
They are not talking to their guest enough. And I'm specifically saying talking to their guest. So when my middle son decided to join the Marines and go to the most difficult summer camp in the United States, which is Marines boot camp, I learned that I could not talk to him for 13 weeks. No phones, no text messages, nothing, completely cut off, except for a written letter. And I waited to write my first letter because I wanted to make sure I had the right information to send to him. And in doing that, I didn't take the opportunity of the technology to connect with him through writing a letter through an app, but his dad did. And by the time Joey sent his 4th letter to his dad and said, Dad, is Mom okay? Is she alive? Is she sick? I have not heard from her yet. And he was so concerned. And I'm like, I really messed this up, and started writing him a letter every single day. And I wanted to follow those rules because if we as a family did not follow the rules for our Marine boot campers, the recruits, they got in trouble. They got what's called intensive training, IT. And so I started sending these letters every single day. You included pictures and everything. About the end of boot camp, I got a letter back from him that said, hey, Mom, I am so glad you sent me all these letters to support me and tell me what's going on. But my drill instructor, my DI, didn't like it that I got the most letters than anyone else, and I got IT. LOL, I didn't care. I was hearing from you. And that's the same thing with our guest, is we think that just 1 or 2 messages, is good, fine. Whether they're saying, they might have booked a year ahead of time, 9 months, 6 months ahead of time, but you're not talking to them. They don't have to reply, but you need to talk to them so that they know you're there, port them, you're going to welcome them, you're preparing for their arrival. And you're not just some figment of their imagination through the digital world and they booked online, and maybe you're a scammer or a fraudster. They don't know. But when you communicate to them with quality messages multiple times, then they get more and more excited and it increases and builds that experience they're going to have with you.
Tyann, I love that. That's fantastic. Really good advice. And tell us, where do you think the industry is heading in 2026 and beyond?
Where are we heading? The thing is we can make as many predictions as we want, but we cannot forget that we have the power to change that direction. And our industry is very, very fragmented. As you know, Leo, you're working with STA, I'm working with VRMA and MOVA, Missouri Vacation Home Alliance. And the goal is to get everybody together and to collaborate as well. And the more we can collaborate together as property managers, as individual hosts, we come together, we're no longer fragmented, we're a force, and we can start making those steps and helping to drive the direction. So what I want to see is that our direction is driven by good, reasonable policies and legislation as the world comes to know short-term rentals and vacation rentals more and more, and the benefits we bring to the economy and the communities and the neighborhoods, and the increase that we can bring to the area and our neighborhoods, and the fact that we can lean on each other for support and increase the guest experience and the travel. I can't tell you how excited I am that so many people from all over the world is coming to Missouri for the World Cup this summer. It's going to be fantastic. And we're preparing for them in Missouri and collaborating together in Missouri to help drive policies and legislation in the cities and at the state level. It's because Missouri's the show me state, and we're going to show it.